Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to be ranking the top 10 best non-gambling power forward options in NBA 2K24 MyTEAM. So this is a list of all the power forwards that you can buy or earn directly in MyTEAM without having to spend money on packs and hope to get lucky to get them. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 25,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day. Tons of consistent daily MyTEAM content. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. Let's talk about this. So, yeah, let's start with number 10. And number 10 is going to be an older card slightly, but it's going to be Chet Holmgren. I think Chet's still viable enough at the power forward position. He's still tall with a smooth release, half limitless, pretty good speed and athletic ability, pretty versatile defender. Yes, low strength is annoying. He will get drop stepped occasionally get shoved out of the way for a rebound, that type of stuff. And he's also not much of a playmaker at this point. Just doesn't have great playmaking badges. Also doesn't get every badge, period. So he's just not quite as complete as some of these other cards might be in terms of his overall stats and badges at this point in the game. But still has a solid release, still has a very nice fade, still is a good catch and shoot shooter with a lot of all-around stats and badges and just good dunking, shooting, and defensive ability. Really, really solid card, still very usable, and I think he's top 10. Number 9 is going to be Pink Diamond Karl-Anthony Towns. I'm actually a pretty big fan of this card as well as like a, I don't know, a lower tier good option at the power forward position. He's not the best, but he's still pretty good. 87 speed, 95 three ball. Can put the ball on the floor even as a base card and comes pretty complete with gold playmaking badges, which is nice. Defensively, he's very solid. Obviously an elite level shooter and a very good finisher. And he's got half removal enforcer, which is a pretty important badge. So really nice all-around card. Nice stats. Release, though, I will say is not great. I just don't love it on normal. His SIGs are also not top tier, so I think his animations hold him back more than his stats and badges. I do think he's a pretty good card, but I can't justify him higher than number 9, and mainly that's because his animations just aren't all that great. Number 8 is going to be Bam Adebayo. Bam's biggest flaw is that he's kind of small. But honestly, I actually really like this Bam card. I think his release is really smooth, and I think he's a very versatile defender. He's a big-time 3-and-D. Not going to do a ton in terms of shot creation. Needs badges added as well, like Agent 3, Blinders, Limitless. Definitely needs shot creation badges as well if you want to put the ball on the floor with him. And he could use fast twitch as well. So he's missing a lot of badges, but he has a money release. He's a very good dunker, and he's an elite, versatile defender. Has Kobe Escape as well, so it's at least one go-to dribble move if you do put some playmaking ability on him. And basic fade as well is very nice. I like his catch and shoot release, like I've said. And defensively, he's one of the more versatile and elite options in the game. Really, really solid card at the power forward position. Yes, he's a little undersized. Yes, he's missing some badges. Still a very good card, though. Number 7, Jabari Smith Jr. Mr. Bari is honestly a really solid domination award. The main reason this card is on my list is because of how good he is in terms of his catch and shoot jumper. He's also relatively big at 6'11" with a lot of versatility. Can put the ball on the floor relatively well, although he still needs the handles for days badge added. He's a very athletic slasher, and I love his release with half limitless, great shooting ability, quick release timing, all that type of stuff. Now, the SIGs are not insane, so he's not going to be the most elite playmaker, and defensively, he's not Bam Adebayo level, I wouldn't say, but he is a couple inches taller, and he is one of the best pick and pop cards in the game. It does have very viable athletic ability as well. I think he's a little better than Bam, and I think he's a pretty fair spot at number 6. Sorry, number 7. Number 6 is going to be Jaren Jackson Jr. Jaren does not have the release of a Jabari Smith Jr., but he just has more versatility, especially defensively. Half anchor, immovable enforcer, interceptor, pogo stick, post lockdown, and rebound chaser. Great interior defender, really solid perimeter defender as well. Does not have amazing playmaking badges, and he's not an elite playmaker anyways, so got to keep that in mind that he's not much of a playmaker, but his release is very nice, and he's a very good dunker, so still a really good card. Even if he doesn't quite have the release of a Jabari Smith, he's still got half limitless with a really nice smooth release, and he's an elite, versatile defender who does a lot of things well and also dunks the ball at a pretty high level, so I think he's a really good all-around card, and I think number 6 is pretty fair. Number 5 is going to be Kevin Love. K-Love you get from 50 wins in Clutch Online this season. And he is actually pretty solid as well, actually. So 6'8" is very small, yes. But his badges all the way around are freaking awesome. Defensively, he's a stud. Shooting badges and finishing badges are also really good. And he's even a very capable playmaker. Yes, he needs the handles for days badge added. But besides that, he basically comes with everything. Not insanely fast, but an elite shooter with a fast release, good dunker, and a versatile, good defender. Really nice fast release, and even has some pretty solid SIGs. Pro 2 fade as well. This card is more souped up than most of the cards in this list, and I think that's mainly because he's a Galaxy Opal, but I think he's actually a very good free Galaxy Opal, and he deserves a spot in the top 5, even being only 6'8". Number 4 is going to be Tyson Chandler. Tyson Chandler, if he's fully badged, is probably higher than number 4, but as a base card, I don't know if he's quite competent enough as a shooter to be super high on the list. At the same time, he's a legit 7-footer with a big wingspan, amazingly elite, versatile defender, and a great finisher. Yes, he could use some playmaking, and he definitely needs shooting. Things like catch and shoot, limitless range, maybe, Claymore, guard up, open looks. Those types of things will really help this card out. Obviously, in addition to badges like Break Starter and Speed Booster being able to help as well. But he's an amazing defender, one of the very best in the game. And not only that, but his release is really, really, really nice. So 76 3-ball, you put a shoe and some badges on that, you're getting that up into the mid-80s with decent badges and a nice, smooth, fast release. And honestly, Tyson Chandler just becomes an amazing defensive and super athletic option, great offensive dunker as well, who has a super smooth release, and it makes him a really good card. Fully badged. Like I said, I think he's higher than number 4. Number 3 is going to be Anthony Davis. I would take Tyson over AD when it comes to badged versions, but as base cards, AD is probably better. AD is just a much better shooter as a base card than Tyson is. Off limitless catch and corner. Also can put the ball on the floor a little bit better as a base card. Also a really versatile defender, very similarly to Tyson. Super athletic, great defender. In a lot of ways, he's very similar to Tyson. And while he doesn't quite give you, I don't think, quite as much interior ability or rebound or player build or anything like that, as a base card, at least his release and, well, specifically him having really good shooting badges, including Hoff catch and Hoff limitless, really helps him out. And I like AD a lot. His shooting ability is there. He's a really, really good non-gambling power forward. Number 2 is going to be Moses Malone, who is the specialization ultimate reward that you can get in any of the 6 main game modes in this game, but he's not easy to get. Still, for those of you out there who do have Moses, yes, he needs badges. You should definitely add them to him. Things like Agent 3 blinders, limitless, slippery off-ball, speed booster, and handles for days. But amazingly versatile defender, super fast for a power forward. 3-ball rating isn't super high, but he's a great, great dunker. He's a better shooter as a base card than a guy like Tyson is, which puts him higher up on this list. But he also moves really solidly, has pretty good sigs. Kobe drill style, Kobe escape is very nice. Nice behind the back. Release is very smooth and easy. He's just a really good all-around card. Does a ton of things well at the power forward position, and I have no problem whatsoever putting him number 2. But I think the best free power forward / non-gambling power forward that you could get right now, really relatively easily, is Alperen Sengun. I think his movement is just on a different level than anybody else in this list, and that's the main thing that differentiates him, because stat and badge wise, he's great, but he's not noticeably better than, honestly, he's worse than Moses is, at least stat and badge wise. But he's still a good dunker, still a great shooter. 91 speed is very salient for a power forward. He's a versatile defender who has great defensive badges: anchor, glove, interceptor, plus lockdown, rebound chaser, red stick gripper. Has all the key gold badges you need as well, like clamps, pick dodger, pogo stick, that type of stuff. Playmaking badges are amazing for a power forward, as are the shooting badges, honestly, although he could use the blinders badge added. Could use the fast switch badge added as well, but a very athletic for CP dribble, or sorry, Kobe dribble style, Chris Paul escape, which I like, harden behind the back, John Wall step back. That's, or drag back. That's really, really good 6 for a power forward. Release is smooth and easy, normal fade. He is the best power forward in the game, and I don't think it's particularly close, especially because of the level of his shot creation compared to literally everybody else in this list. When it comes to non-gambling power forwards, it's Sengun and then everybody else, and I don't think there's much discussion on that. So that is going to do it for this video. I hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.